Okay, I'm going to repeat the question. As a headmaster here, where do you see this school going in 5 years?
So the mission of the school, the
Yeah,
vision.
how do you see the school either expanding program you want to introduce as a headmaster?
Okay.
If you have, let's say you have resources,
Yeah.
let's say you have one of the things you mentioned before
Yeah.
is that there is no well. Let's say you got a water well here. Let's say you finish the fencing for the school. What other things would you want to see in
Yeah.
the school for the school to be an effective school?
Okay. What I want here in the school to be an effective learning environment, I want the school to have a school bathroom. That
Okay,
is a major one.
number one.
Because society, human being cannot live without a proper water. That one is one of the issues. Uh, as I want the school fence, because now we are not finished the school fence. I want the school fence to be finishing and put up the school gates and
Okay.
close.
You have the gates here, right? You
Yeah,
have the door.
yeah.
Okay.
After we put all this, we close everything because sometimes the watchman was attacked.
Was
Yeah,
was attacked
yeah, by the robbers.
by the robbers.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
So it need me to put up the pen and close the school gate. I also required some of the classroom because some are not even proper because they are now cracked. Maybe the wall will harm the learners because being a learner, they use them to play when they don't know what can harm them. So I need the renovation of the classroom. Even here, if we put up the fan, we have the latrine there because we use the latrine with the community. If we put up the fan, there will be a protection for the latrine for the learner.
For the learners until they come back.
Yeah.
Okay. It allows the latrine to work itself
Yeah.
out, and when
So it is an issue. If we just put up the pen, it is a control. No learner even go to the river side because it is one of the measures that can control the learner. Because majority of the learners, they don't know how to swim. That one can let us even feel free.
okay,
They still
they still
during
young.
the break time. It is an issue. What I required also, if the pen is put up and the learners are there, and the teachers are there, I require the motivation. Motivation of the primary head candidate every year to be motivated, to give them more morale. This is what I want also. If motivation there for the learners, especially candidate, I require the teachers to be motivated also. Give them at least. Because being a teacher, you commit yourself when you don't see anything there happen in the community. If the marriage just conducted there, it is one of the minor to you. Even you don't
Yeah.
attend.
Teaching is more important.
More important. So if that one is more important, I require even I beg to motivate the teachers. Especially I myself, if I talk to the teaching staff, they are now you maintain us. What can you give us as a teacher? That is a question. Sometimes it is very hard even for you to reply that question because you have nothing in your hand
to give.
Even the supervisor, there like Kunyang supervisor, the county director, they used even to build the school like this. And the photographs of the school. If they don't get the teacher, they just ask that question also. Where are your teachers? And the teacher, the stomach is empty, but it's very hard even for you to control. Someone feel hungry. So that is a major issue also. So even also we beg like someone very far like me. I don't live here in Panpandiar because I have my own.
Yeah. You are
So
involved.
it needs someone, as we know very well, it is one of the rule and regulation. A teacher should be the earlier person and should be the last person to go
To leave, right?
and to leave the school. From there, you move around. Some of the learners, they leave the back during the break time.
Right. So they keep forget.
Yeah. You collect the properties of the learners and then you store them. Tomorrow in assembly,
You announce them.
now. It is your role as a teacher. It is a role of the head teacher, the last person. It is a role of the teacher on duty. You join hand in hand to do that. That is.
So currently, how many learners do you have?
We are currently the present one. We are 425 in admission.
425.
Yeah.
Okay.
In admission.
How many of them took the exams?
Now, those who took exam were 226.
226
Yeah.
took the exam.
Yeah.
Okay.
And some, I don't have the small amount for typing because there is something called small amount for typing. That one was required by the
county.
The county director.
Okay.
So
how
we
much?
announced that one.
Okay.
If they don't afford that,
They stay at home.
they will
So
not.
how much is that per kid?
For the lowest,
Lowest, what class to what class is the lower?
From baby class up to primary 3,
Private 3, okay.
3,000 Sudanese power.
3,000 Sudanese pound. Okay. Okay.
3,000.
So that's about $3.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Alpha, from primary 4 up to primary 8, that is 4,500.
Okay. So about $5.
But the one of the primary 8, it varied from other classes.
Okay.
The registration there, it required 15,000.
Okay.
For the candidate.
For primary 8.
Primary 8.
Okay.
And later on, they will be asked to pay also 11,000.
Okay.
And
26.
this money will be transported up to Botown to the bank.
That's 26,000
Yeah.
per kid.
Yeah.
Okay. That's for the registration for the exam.
Yeah.
And 11,000 is for what?
For it is a tuition fee.
Okay. Tuition fee. Okay. Okay. So that's 26. So
That
that
is for primary 8.
that's only primary 8.
Yeah.
Okay, but everybody else is 4,500 or 3,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are us,
Okay.
the primary 8. Because being a candidate, they require more
Resources.
resources.
Right.
You are asked to have an ID, the birth certificate. You need a lot of money.
When do you get birth certificate? When we don't know here, nobody get a birth certificate.
No, here in Bor State Hospital, yeah, you go with the half photo.
Okay.
Immediately you will
And you will get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will. When did you born? I was born like this. In which year? Okay, and then they take the detail.
And then okay.
So it is one of the issues.
Okay.
So parents, they face a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Bây giờ nếu cô như này cái chú mà còn tiếng này, vừa ra khen tiếng ấy thì nó cứ cái nó cái lười thì chơi cuộc cái chip luyện bạc tiền
ni pun tiar mana ali
ama
ama so lo ka ju ba ka duan ni je ma tiar un biju lo tiar mana ka ko ni jaga ni ni tiar ni ba den ni
cái nó nhà de luyện là cái chip vừa cái quạt cái bây giờ là cái điên này
jaga ka duan ni jaga ka ma ko ni ki ci lo ni
qua bê bê
abla ben de abla ben de
All right, bro. Thank you. Absolutely.
beautiful for academic
Thank you.
huh? Beautiful for academic
Huh?
Không có cái gì vậy, nó cái cả đó là phải giảm tới chứ.
Oh, cái đun khó bao nhiêu nó ra?
Trong in phải đi.
Nó nghe? Oh, okay.
Nó vào đây gần điện, anh chưa qua nó vào đây gần điện, nó gọi chắc về đó rồi nó. Cái đấy là có đâu. Cả một gà từng này.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anh kan qua jalan.
Cả một gà từng này, anh này làm ra nha.
Okay, korba go then. Okay.
so
So let me. You can you? Okay, I will. Let me